let me say good morning. I certainly want to thank Cynthia for her work and certainly for her words. She's made my job so much easier because she's given you a good picture of Houston and this region. I do want to thank you for being here in the city of Houston. Certainly appreciate that, appreciate the work that you will be doing, the service projects through Saturday. So thank you so very, very much. Let me just tell you, this is a great, it's a great city. I'm a native Houstonian, born and reared right here in this city. And when you come out of a large family like I did, you're just blessed every single day. Come out of a neighborhood where I still live to this day. No health insurance for the Turner families. Dad died of cancer at the age of 13. When I was 13, and my mom was a maid at a hotel not too far from here, rearing 9 kids. Never learned how to drive. Dad tried to teach her how to drive, and that was it. But made it possible to get us where we needed to go, and so I'm very, very grateful. And so this is a city, a can-do city, with a strong spirit. I grew up in a family of faith, of believers, and I tell you, it has prepared me for such a time as this. There were about 50 inches of rain that fell in the parts of the Houston area, and certainly down in Beaumont and Port Arthur. And now we're in the recovery phase. And though you may not see, you don't want to see the water on the outside, the effects remain in people's homes. And so very, very sensitive to seniors, for example, who are living in homes where the mold still exists. Sheetrock needs to come out, the rug, the carpet. They're in the homes and don't appreciate the health risk or just don't want to leave their homes. People with special needs, people in low-income communities that were already on the margins of life, and this storm simply added to their dilemma. And they don't have a lot of options. And so they're having to make do with the little that they had, but in need of so much. Having said that, I do want to thank the people, not just in the Houston-Harris County or in this region. I do want to thank people from all across the state. I want to thank people from all across the country who have come and rendered aid, supplies, meals, you name it, contributions in order to help benefit, assist those individuals who need their help the most. And at the same time, this city, as we recover, we can still do things to assist people either in Florida or in Puerto Rico, because the reality is, even when you find yourself in need, I do believe God has provided us with enough where we can assist others at the same time. And so a plane left here on yesterday to Puerto Rico. We'll leave today, and then we'll hold a relief drive for those in Puerto Rico on next week. So we're blessed. This is a blessed city. It's a can-do city. We will rebuild. We'll be more resilient. The next time, we do know that another storm will come, and it will come. But the reality is, as my mom would say, God doesn't put any more on you than what you can bear, and he gives his hardest exams to his best students. That's what my mom would say. My mom said, look, if it's hard, she said, son, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But remember, God gives his hardest exams to his best students. So if you can't handle much, he won't give you much. But to the extent he knows you can handle a great deal, then he gives you a great deal, because he's already determined that you're one of his better students. In this city and in this region, God has said to us, we are some of his better students. So he's given us a great deal. Your presence in our city, in our region, the work you will do will help us to move forward and to rebuild. And certainly it will help your presence will help meet the needs of those who are already on the margin of life. We simply cannot forget them. Just because their voices are not as loud, or just because they may not have the means to be on the television, doesn't mean that we need to ignore them. So we have to literally go to where they are, knock on their doors, have a conversation with them. And not everyone knows how to talk to certain people, but we have to talk with them in order for us to get into their homes and provide them with the assistance that they need. So thank you. I want to thank Catholic Charities USA. I want to thank Catholic Charities from Galveston-Houston, all of the organizations within the state of Texas, those who have responded to our needs. Thank you so very much for being in a city that believes that we can make a difference in people's lives right where they are. So thank you for being present, and enjoy the rest of your stay.